a Nigerian living abroad, this is the perfect time to invest in Nigeria. The interest rate environment is so attractive, and this investment banker is happy to guide you on how you can key in. While others are sleeping on the massive opportunities here, you can take advantage of them and build wealth both in naira and dollars. In this video, I am revealing the best investments for Nigerians in diaspora, smart, secure, and profitable opportunities that can multiply your wealth while helping to protect your money from inflation and ultimately contributing to the growth of our country. As someone that has worked in the investment space for years as an investment banker, a chartered accountant, a chartered stockbroker, a licensed dealer in the Nigerian market, a lot of my clients are Nigerians abroad. One concern they have is this: they are willing to bring money home and invest regardless of the inflation, but they are worried about the risk. Let me paint a typical picture I hear all the time. You stay abroad, you send money home to start a business, buy a property, or do any sort of investment. Before you know it, story will enter. Misuse of funds by even family or people you engage to get the work done. It's a sad one, but there are better ways you can grow your money, be in control, and have peace of mind. I'll be sharing different credible investment opportunities here in Nigeria, and I will tell you what you need to process these investments. I will place them in 4 different categories. One, we will talk about options in the Nigerian capital market, of which I am a licensed dealer in. Secondly, we'll talk about dollar-denominated offers. Thirdly, we'll talk about food. There is a lot of money in food. And then fourth, we'll talk about real estate markets. For each one, I'm going to tell you exactly how to get started and the risk involved so that you are aware before getting into any. So here are the things you need to invest in the Nigerian capital markets. You need a Nigerian bank account, you need a BVN, and you need CSCS. CSCS is Central Securities Clearing System. Now, this number, you are not the one to get it yourself. How it works is this: when you create account with a brokerage company, it's now left for them, for your broker, to create that CSCS account for you. Personally, I invest with AfriInvest West Africa. They are one of the top investment banks here in Nigeria. There are so many amazing investment banks out there. You can check them out, right? So now, if I want to, let's say, invest in Nigerian stock, I download AfriInvestor 2.0. It's an app by AfriInvest. And now, because once I create that AfriInvestor account, they're going to create a CSCS number for me. Or if you, let's say you want to invest in bonds or any of the investments you're going to describe now, first of all, you reach out to a broker. In this case, for instance, you reach out to AfriInvest. Once they will send you their form or send you the link to create an account, once that is done, they will create your CSCS. So once you have that done, and yes, to create that account and for them to create that CSCS, you need your ID. It can be international passport, NIN, any valid ID. You need your passport picture. You can just take a selfie and send. You need a signature. You can just sign on a paper, snap and upload. And then you need a proof of residence. This can be utility bill. Sometimes you can use your bank statement if it has your address. You can use your NIN. You can use your there are different things you can use, even a utility bill, maybe your light bill, your water bill. So now, if you're going to be using your Nigerian address, for some of my people, they use the Nigerian address just for ease of the registration. If you're going to be using the Nigerian address, make sure that you are using a proof of residence, that it is that address, right? Or if you decide to use your abroad address, it needs to be notarized. You go to a notary public, they notarize on the document. That's the only way they can accept it. You can just decide to do like most of my clients. I just use the Nigerian address for ease. So once you have this thing set, you are ready to invest in the Nigerian market. So what are these investments? Number one, let's talk about fixed income investments. So when I say fixed income, these are investments that right from the onset, you know what your income is going to be. For instance, we have treasury bill, we have commercial paper. Treasury bill is like you lending money to the Nigerian government, to the federal government. It can be for 1 year or less, 6 months, 3 months, 9 months, you decide. So when you invest, they'll calculate your interest so that from the onset, you know what your income is going to be, right? So for treasury bill, you can invest in it through any broker, through any investment bank, or through your bank. Now, usually the minimum is 100,000 naira. If you are going from the secondary market, there is something we call secondary and primary market. Primary market means you are buying direct from the source. When there is an auction, for that one you need 50 million naira. You can do it with the banks, but for secondary market, with as little as 100,000, you can engage in treasury bill through the secondary market. If you want to do this thing, now you can reach out to, like I said, to any investment bank, or you can just download their app. Personally, I use AfriInvestor 2.0. When you download the app, sign up. On the app, you will see the options treasury bills. I have a detailed video on this channel on how you can key into treasury bill. Now, another fixed income I would recommend is commercial paper. Commercial paper now is you lending money to corporates. With treasury bill, you are lending to the government, right? But with commercial paper, you are lending to Nigerian companies. There are different companies, MTN, Dangote, even the banks. Many of them come to the market to seek for commercial paper. It's also short term, right? Maybe mostly 6 months and 9 months. Let's take, for example, the recent one that we did recently was Dangote Cement. I think the interest rate was up to 23%. How much is the bank paying you? Zero, like 2%, 3%. That's for those that we pay. So but with commercial paper, you can earn higher. So what is the risk level in this now? Risk level with fixed income investments are usually kind of low, medium, but treasury bill, for instance, is with the government, so it is very low risk. We say that the government is one of the safest investments you can do. So treasury bill, we categorize it as low risk. Commercial paper is also between low to medium. It depends on the company, right? Let's say, for instance, you're investing with MTN, you're buying their commercial paper, Dangote. These are top brands we know. How much is it that I'm putting that will make them go out of business? So we believe that they're going to pay, and so far now we've not seen any company ever default in their commercial paper. Even the government, there's never been a case of default, and we hope it's not going to happen. So just like treasury bill, if you want to invest in commercial paper, your broker is also going to notify you. It's usually not available every day. It comes up, right? Maybe every week you can hear that this company is issuing commercial paper. Most times the broker is going to email you, and on this community I also try to share when the opportunities are open. So the minimum for commercial paper is 5 million. That is usually the minimum. Although in FinTrap, I run an organization. FinTrap is a women-only finance community where we save and invest together. Something we do there is we pull together. Maybe when there is a commercial paper, not everyone has the 5 million. So if you're a FinTrap member, you are able to pull. We can say 500k, we can say 1 million. We come together, invest as a group, and split the profits when it's time to disperse. So that's it on the fixed income side. Another investment you can leverage in the Nigerian capital market is stock. Investing in stock. Yes, I know that sometimes we see Nigerian stocks as they don't make so much money, but trust me, I'm a chartered stockbroker. My clients make good money investing in stock. Let me paint a picture for you. So I think it was about 2 years ago, there's this particular stock, Owando. Like right now, it's one of the hottest stock in the Nigerian market. I bought that stock when it was 5 naira, like 5.20 or thereabout. And then before you know it, right now, as at the time of this video, Owando is currently at 63 naira. Like, I remember then I bought 20,000 units. I just threw in 100k into it. That my 100k is about 1.something million right now, no capping. And it's not just Owando. There are different amazing companies out there. Nigerian banks, their shares do pretty well. You can see when they did their primary offer, a lot of Nigerians rushed it because they deliver, and they're going to pay you dividend. It's not only the price growth. Yes, the money you invest will keep growing as the share price grow. But again, the dividend they pay, Nigerian companies are really good at paying dividends. I'll give them that. And you don't even need too much money to invest in any stock. The minimum you need is just 1 unit. Let's say, for instance, MTN. Right now the price is usually down. I remember MTN was as high as 200 and something, but it has been dropping. But for instance, it's a company I believe that are going to do well in the future, so I see this as an opportunity to even buy more. This is not an investment advice. This is me just telling you what I do, okay? So right now, MTN, for example, is selling at about 175 naira. So that means with 175 naira, you can invest in 1 unit of MTN. You can buy as many as you want. I have clients that have like up to 1 million units and all of that, depending on how much money you have, right? So Nigerian stock market can also make you a lot of money. How do you get started? Thank God for technology. These days, you don't even need to go and talk to any broker or anything. Most of these things is on the platform. I mentioned Afro Investor 2.0. That's why I like that platform. You can do different investments on it. So that's what I use in buying my stocks. So once you sign up on the platform, provide the KYC I mentioned before, your ID, your passport, they will do the CSCS for you. Once your CSCS is ready, you are good to start investing. Also on this channel, I have a detailed video how to use the app to invest in Nigerian stocks. Check it out. The second opportunity to make money from Nigerian market is through food. Oh my God, I think I've discussed this on this channel before. investing in food storage. Let me paint a picture of how this works using palm oil, for instance. That is the one for the past almost a decade now. Every year without miss, I invest in palm oil. So usually there are periods in the year when these food items are everywhere, they are in season. Palm oil, for instance, between January, February is everywhere. The price is cheap. You can buy as much as you want. And then towards August, September, towards the end of the year, it dries up, dry season. It's not easy to come by. Then the prices skyrocket. This year, I knew that oil got as, I had some people sold as high as 50,000 naira for 25 liters. My dear, this is oil we stored at 20,000 at the beginning of the year. God. So it's not only palm oil. In the past, I have done rice. Yeah, I remember storing rice. I have done bambara nut, okpa, right? I remember doing that as well. There are different things you can store, even a goosey, obono. But the thing is that I will advise something. Find someone that is an expert in that business, because there's some tricks and tricks that in some of these businesses that you need to know. Maybe how to store it, avoid spoilage, how to get even the best stock, how to resell. So I would recommend maybe reach out to people in the village or someone that is in that field. For instance, now my folks that are into palm oil, so that is the one I'm an expert in, and I know that every year some of our Fin tribe women, we put money together, we invest in it for them. Another example, when I did rice, I didn't know anything about it. I have a friend in Benue State that has an idea of those things. I reached out to her. She's someone I trust, so she helped me facilitate that. And even the bambara own, I have an uncle that is into that line of business. So the key is to find someone with integrity, someone you can trust, because you don't know anything about that business. They are the ones to tell you, okay, this is how much we are buying, this is how much we are selling, and you can verify the prices from the open market. There is a lot of money in the food industry. You want to check it out. So the third one on my list, which is still a naira investment before we move to the dollar, is real estate. I know this is the one that most people are very familiar with, buying lands, buying property and all of that. I really think it is something to consider. Yes, I agree. Real estate in Nigeria, particularly in this Lagos, is overpriced. I think that's the word. It's overpriced. You see some property going as high as like billions. You'll be like, what? How? But I understand for some people, it's more like a store of value. That some of my clients, they buy this property, they're not even interested in putting them out for rent. They just want to have it there. I don't know. When you have too much money, you're free to do whatever you like. But for someone that is looking for income, you can buy this property, put it out on short let. Oh my God, the short let market in Nigeria is like blowing up, is booming. It's like Airbnb, right? We call it mostly shortlets here. So this way, a property that could go for maybe 4 million in a year, if you put it for shortlet, you're going to make so much money. Case study, I'm an investment banker. So my company, there was a few months ago, we needed to get our tech team together. So we have to rent one apartment. We took out the whole building. It's a shortlet. We stayed there for 1 month. For that building, they billed us 400k daily. We paid 12 million for 1 month. My dear, on a normal day, that house, maybe if it's going out for rent, it won't pass 5 million. But for 1 month on shortlet, we paid 12 million just for a month. So shortlet business is booming. And then if on the other hand, maybe you don't have enough money for full building, buy land, invest in land. Okay, recently, there is something I did with my community, some of my circle, that times property will come out. And that's something I'm really hoping to do more of on this channel, so that beyond talking about these things, we actually become co-investors. But the key is dealing with people you trust. So for instance, there's this property that came out, is land. Very nice location. The price was amazing. I don't have the money to tie down in it, because it's a lot of plots. So what I did was to call some of my circle, engage some of the women in my network. I'd be interested. We came together, we did this investment. We decided to just let it be for 5 years, 10 years. We'll look at it and resell. So something like that, you could consider if you don't have enough funds, but investing in land banking, right? If you have the patience, especially if, the older you get, the more you want to leave your money in low risk options like this. But real estate in Nigeria, I don't even know if you call it low risk again, aside from all the money lays, the family issues and all that. But if you want maybe recommendation on legit real estate companies to deal with, or legit properties to deal with, these are the things I help some of my clients do. I'm happy to connect you. And if you'd want me to link you, or maybe when next you are buying a joint property and you would want to be a part of it, let me know. I'm happy to involve you. Then now let's talk about investments you can make in dollar. The truth is that I know that for most of my clients abroad, they are willing to convert their money to naira, or maybe start a naira portfolio from where they deal with black tax and everything. But personally, I'm not a big fan of converting maybe your dollar or your pounds to naira, honestly. But still, some of them don't mind, because at the end of the day, they still have plans of coming back home, or they just want to know that they are building something in naira. But so if you think like me, or you're also not a fan of converting your money, there are investments you can also do in dollars, like in pounds here in Nigeria. And the beautiful thing is that I know over there where you are, most times maybe the interest rate you might be getting like 3%, 4%. I do some of these inquiries for some of my clients. The interest rate there is not really that attractive, but here in Nigeria you can get as high as 7% mostly on dollar investment, maybe 7%, maybe 9% sometimes, right? So what are some of the investments you can do here in Nigeria but denominated in dollar? For number one, we have the euro bond. Euro bond is an investment in a different currency aside from the local currency, though most times it's minimum of $200,000. Not everybody has this money, but don't worry, there is an option. So what people do, what asset managers do, is dollar mutual fund. Mutual fund is like when a group of people come together, they put money together. Asset manager, that is the experts, the professionals, we take this money, we go to the market and invest it. So they can pull this money from different investors, then go and invest in this euro bond. Now, dollar mutual fund with as little as $1,000, even $100. Personally, I use Optimus. There, I think with just $10, you can invest in dollar mutual funds, right? And as that now, in the last 1 year, the interest rate has been about 7-point-something%. So with this one, the interest is not fixed, right? So yeah, one option is dollar mutual fund. If you don't have 200,000 to do euro bond, it's a nice one. You can check it out on Optimus by AfriInvest. I'm going to link the app on the description. You might want to check it. To sign up, so if you're in Nigeria that have your BVN or Nigerian bank account, you can sign up no matter where you are, okay? Then another option is dollar fixed savings. So still on that same Optimus, there's an option for you to lock your money. I think the interest rate is also as high as 7%. You decide the tenor you want, 1 year, more than 1 year, 3 months, is up to you, right? That's another option. And again, one of my favorites, investing in foreign shares. Yes, wherever you are, you can invest in foreign companies like in the US market, Tesla, Amazon, all of these companies, you can invest in them. Just the way a Nigerian stock will pay you dividends, some of these foreign companies also pay you dividend. So depending on where you are, if you're a Nigerian, of course, you can still use Optimus by AfriInvest Invest. But I would advise you, if you are abroad, check other platforms, Trading 212, even Vanguard, they has their platform. The beautiful thing is that you over there, you have an advantage you don't have. Some of the platforms available to you abroad, they don't charge commission. It's usually 0 commission, but here in Nigeria, we pay commission, but we don't have plenty options. So yes, consider investing in US stock market. Also on this channel, I have a detailed video that will walk you step by step. Yes, in as much there is a lot of money to be made, but investing in the Nigerian market is not just about personal gain. It's about creating jobs, supporting local businesses, and building a stronger economy for our people. Imagine the impact you can make by reinvesting back home. I hope this video has been helpful. Let me know if you have any question. I am happy to help. I also do one-on-one sections where we sit down to come up with a personalized investment strategy for you. I'm going to leave the link to sign up to that on the comments. So check the pinned comments for the link to sign up for a one-on-one section with me. So please, if you found this video helpful, kindly like and share with our brothers and sisters in the abroad. Together, we shall continue to boost the Nigerian economy while making the bag for ourselves.